Listen up, because this isn't spiritual bypassing. This isn't positive vibes only. This is that divine masculine slap you awake with love kind of lesson. The kind where the universe says, I'm not going to whisper anymore. I'm going to roar until you wake the fuck up. You already know what I'm talking about. Let's start where it matters. That quiet internal whisper. You know it. That subtle nudge. That odd sensation. That gentle uh-huh. When you're about to walk in to some shit you know ain't right. And what do most people do? They fucking gaslight themselves. They override it. They go, nah, that's probably just me being paranoid. No, that's you being wise. That's your inner GPS trying to save your ass. It's not anxiety, it's awareness. Learn the fucking difference. Let's break this down into chunks. Chunk down into the details. You're walking into a room, you feel weird, tight chest, gut twists. That's intuition. Someone texts you, hey, something feels off. That's intuition. You feel like calling someone out of nowhere. That's intuition. You feel that hit of inspiration to take a different route home. That's intuition. Now test it. Run the total loop. Test operate. Test exit. You feel something. Test it. Act on it. See what happens. Did it align? Exit. Lock it in. Did it misfire? No shame. Just recalibrate. Run the loop again. You're not broken. You're learning. Chunk up. See the big picture. Intuition. It's not woo-woo. It's not magic. It's a neurobiochemical pattern recognition engine built from every fucking experience, observation, trauma and moment you ever had. It's your unconscious going, hey, we've seen this pattern before. Don't walk down that alley. Don't say yes to that shiny fake opportunity. Go left instead of right. Ignoring it is like slapping the universe in the face and saying, nah, I'd rather suffer longer. And that is just fucking stupid. How do you already do this? You ever just knew someone was lying and you were right? Ever felt the urge to not go somewhere and then heard later shit popped off? Ever texted a friend and they said, whoa, I was just thinking about you. That's it. That's the thing. That's the whisper. You're already doing it. But you've been conditioned to distrust it because society taught you to trust logic over spirit, to trust data over sensation. But fuck that. The sciencey shit. The unconscious mind processes around 11 million bits per second. Consciously, you process only about 50. Your intuition, it's working 10,999,950 more bits of information than your conscious awareness. So yeah, it knows some shit you don't. That gut feeling, it's your enteric nervous system lighting up from the emotional memories stored in the body. The chills, that's dopamine and noradrenaline spikes in the nervous system signaling something is emotionally relevant. So when people say, it's just a feeling, they're actually saying, it's your neurochemical survival radar firing off based on deep pattern matching and emotional resonance. Say that at your next TED Talk. So why have you been afraid to trust it? Afraid of being wrong? Afraid of what people will think? Afraid of looking crazy? Afraid of trusting yourself and failing again? But let me say this clearly. You're not afraid of your intuition, you're afraid of your power. Because once you start listening, you can't pretend you didn't know better anymore. No more hiding, no more blaming, no more victimhood. The patterns that keep people stuck. Overthinking and doubting the first signal. Prioritizing external validation over inner knowing. Seeking permission to trust themselves. gaslighting their gut and shaming their fear. Every time you say, maybe I'm overreacting, when your soul is screaming, you're slowly teaching yourself that you don't matter. You whisper to your power, shh, be quiet, I don't trust you. Well, fuck that. So what do? Stop, breathe, listen, tune in. What am I really feeling right now? Name it. Okay, this feels like caution. Feels like pull. Feels like a fuck yes. Feels like a fuck no. Test it. Try a small action, calibrate. No drama, no judgment, just learning. Reinforce it. Celebrate the wins. Oh shit, my intuition was right again. This builds trust and self-efficacy. And here's the wild spiritual NLP twist. Intuition is your unconscious pacing you. It meets you where you are, with just enough signal to lead you forward. So when you learn to listen and act, you're now leading your future self. You're becoming the self-fulfilling prophecy. You're doing Ericksonian future pacing on yourself. You're collapsing time by aligning action with inner truth. That is what makes you a fucking force. Now let's install it deep. You don't try to trust your intuition. You're someone who trusts their intuition. Say it with me like a goddamn mantra. I listen to the whisper. I trust the nudge. I calibrate with curiosity. I act like my life depends on it. Because it does. Because every time you ignore it, karma collects interest. But every time you follow it, life opens doors you didn't even know existed. Your intuition is like a service dog. It barks when something is off. Trust it. It's the internal compass in a forest of bullshit. Ignore it and you're lost. It's the volume knob to your soul. Turn it up and life starts singing back to you. This isn't about being woo. It's about being fucking wise. It's about re-owning your ancient intelligence. Your intuition is the spiritual technology that your ancestors used to survive before Google, GPS or groupthink. It's not a mystery, it's your birthright. So stop doubting, start listening, and let that whisper become your war cry.